if you were watching this game on the internet, you're probably going to have a little bit of a fuzzy picture for the first 10 or 15 seconds, and then it'll come into complete view, and we've added a new dimension to that internet broadcast. You can watch this game live at boazk12.org, piratepride.org, and wbsaam.com. So any of those three sites will get you there. Let me bring in my good friend, statistician and analyst, Ricky Smith.
Thanks, Patrick. And a beautiful night for high school football. You said a lot of it in the year open as far as what a big game this is. You know, and you mentioned the big rivalry that's taken place, that's grown in the last, 10 years between these two schools. Coach Noel said it in his coaching show. It might, I said it might not be quite up to Boaz Albertville, but he said in a lot of ways, especially to the players, Guntersville means more to them than the Albertville game, just because a lot of the times in the last few years we've been region opponents, and it's meant more in that aspect. Same way it is tonight. We went down there last year with a chance and probably played them as good as anybody did all year. Tonight, Guntersville is in the playoffs. Boaz still fighting for their lives, but both teams come in 5-2. Should be an outstanding game. Both teams have been playing. They're on a roll. Boaz has won 3 in a row. Guntersville has won 4 in a row. So this is a big game for both teams.
The coin toss is taking place in the middle of the field. Looks like Boaz has won the toss. And they are going to receive. And Guntersville will be kicking to start this game as we're getting ready here for a Class 4A Region 6 game. And Ricky, let's talk about the region situation, okay? As far as Boaz's position is concerned in the region, this game means very little.
Well,
now a win would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you win out the next 2 games you're in.
Yep.
Just because of the standings and the situations, you don't want to talk about this. You don't want to do it. You lose tonight, beat Cherokee County next week, you're in. You win tonight, lose next week, you're not in. That's just the way it is, because basically if you win tonight and you're still going to be tied, if Cherokee County wins tonight in their game over Jacksonville, you're still going to be tied with Cherokee County. The winner of that game is going to be in. The loser is going to be out. But like we said, what you want to do, you want to win. You want to win. You want to win out, and that'll give you some momentum going into the playoffs.
The Boaz Pirates, hand in hand, make their way out onto the field as Anthony Phillips, R.J. Boucher, and Will Brumbelow, 3 of those seniors, lead their teammates out here. Guntersville in all white, trimmed in the crimson with the Wildcat paw, I believe, or maybe that's a G. I believe it's a Wildcat paw on the helmet.
That's what it is.
Boaz in their home cardinal with the gray, trimmed in gray, and the white numerals, the pirate flag logo on the crimson or cardinal headgear, whatever you want to call it. If you compare the two colors, Guntersville really is more of a crimson, Boaz is more of a cardinal, but we won't belabor that point. Great crowd on the Boaz side. A lot of empty seats over on Guntersville side of the field, but there are still people trickling in.
There's still people coming in. There's still seats on both ends of our side. So it should be a full house by the time within the next little bit.
The Guntersville Wildcats won the state Class 4A championship a year ago as they played some incredibly exciting games in the playoffs. But as Ricky said earlier, Boaz played them just as closely or as well as anybody did in the regular season, save for Alexandria, I guess.
Yeah.
A 20-6 score a year ago, but it was a really, really close game. And home field advantage tonight, and the Pirates need to take advantage of that.
They need to get off to a great start here. They need to get the ball. They need to get some points on the board early. You don't want to give Guntersville any kind of momentum. We're about ready to get started.
The ball has been put in play, and we are ready to kick it off. And there it goes, and it is going to sail toward the sidelines and go out of bounds. down inside the 5 or right around the 5. And
I believe they're going to say that Boaz touched the ball.
Okay. Boaz had a man down there. I believe it was Drew Phillips on this sideline, and he evidently hit it.
And that'll give Boaz the ball in not real good field position at their own 4 or 5 yard line.
We'll call it the 5. That was really a poor decision on Phillips' part.
Yeah,
if he could help it.
It was going out of bounds, I think, but we'll see.
All right, Boaz will bring it out in the I formation, and they will put Eric Stevens in as a wing back on the left, and Anthony Phillips is the only man flanked. He also is to the left. Bryant Connor, senior quarterback, up under center this first play from scrimmage. He will leave it with R.J. Boucher, who's dotting the tailback. R.J. with some hard, determined running right up the gut. And I believe they're going to award him about 3 yards on the play into the 8. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Pirates as that one went right up the middle. Just a little dive play to give them a little breathing room, Ricky.
Something Guntersville looks like they're doing that Coach Knowles expected them to do is once Boaz comes up to the line of scrimmage with their called play, before they can do a cadence, Guntersville shifting, which they just did.
And they are.
And Boaz runs this play that they had called.
And there is Boucher again getting the call, going left this time, but they will drop him behind the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, I think, back to the 7. They may give him, no, we'll call it the 8. They'll give his forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Pirates. So that opening kick putting the Pirates in a big hole. And now they're trying to climb out of it on this 3rd and long from their own 8-yard line.
And you don't want to have to punt here because you'd give Guntersville good field position probably around midfield.
Here is Connor Hilton, and there is movement before the snap of the ball.
Yeah, that time what happened is I don't know whose fault it was, but Casey Cooper, the center, centered it, snapped the ball about halfway, paused for about a second, and then went on to Bryant Connor, and they get Boaz for illegal procedure.
So that'll cost Boaz 5 more yards, or actually it'll be a half the distance penalty back to the 4, and it will be 3rd down and about 11 from inside the 5. Boaz will check Eric Stevens out of the game, and I think Jeremy Hill has gotten in, and he's the wingback on the left. Phillips flanked wide left from right in the middle of the field. Connor pulls back, looking for an audible from the sidelines, and here is Connor shouting instructions to the rest of the team. He will leave it off the right side. Boucher, big hole opened up. He's across the 5, across the 10, into about the 13-yard line, almost the 14. But I believe he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Big gaping hole on the delay there.
It was, and it was a good pickup, but after the penalty, 10 yards wasn't quite enough.
Boucher is going to drop back into punt formation. Now, Blake Herring had been handling the punting while RJ had that broken hand, but it's about healed. And so Boucher is going to get the call here. Good snap from center, and he gets it away. It's a wobbly kick. Line drive coming into Trevor Diamond in Pirate territory. He's going to take it to the right. What a block downfield. There's a flag coming out on the play as Diamond returns it all the way inside the 20 to about the 19, maybe the 18, but I believe that one is going to come back as an illegal block in the back. So Boaz will be a lot better off after this flag.
Because that was going to give Guntersville was going to have it inside the Boaz 20. And now, after the step off, Guntersville's going to have it at just inside on the Boaz side of midfield. Right on midfield.
All right, so midfield is where it will be. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and a big break for Boaz there. Although it was a pretty obvious call, that was really the block was made.
Yeah, but
out in the open.
Guntersville's got good field position.
Absolutely. All right, Boaz spreads the field, and Guntersville will go with a bunch formation to the left. Shotgun snap by Chaz Rogers. He fakes a pass, trying to get outside. He won't. Good play by Boucher, who came up to knock him down. right there, maybe a half a yard at most, as Boucher strung it out. Nice job by the Boaz defensive line, Ricky, as they shifted to their right and was able to knock Chaz Rogers down. They didn't go for that fake pass.
We'll say no gain.
2nd and 10, just on the the Boaz side of the 50-yard line, about the 49.5. No score in the game. Under 10 minutes to play. Guntersville on their first possession after Boaz had to punt after 3. Here's Trevor Diamond in motion. Rogers takes the deep snap. He'll leave it with Gunther going to the left. Big collision there, and wrapping him up. The first hit was put on by Ryan Gaskin, and Blake Herring and Anthony Phillips converged to finish him off. That's a gain into the Boaz 46, maybe the 45, and it'll be 3rd down and 6, we'll say, for the Wildcats. That was a big collision right there at the point of attack.
It was. So now a big 3rd down coming up for the Boaz defense. If they can stop them, then you're going to get the ball back.
Tucker Bridges will flank wide left, and Ray Thompson's wide to the right. Here's motion by Diamond. They will leave it. No, they'll fake to Diamond, and Chaz wants to throw. It is over the outstretched arms of number 10. That's Corey Cahill, a sophomore, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Wildcats. He was open, Ricky, but over his head.
He was, and good three plays by the Boaz defense there to limit the Guntersville offense to just about 4.5 yards.
So the Wildcats, I'm assuming, will try to pin the Pirates deep here. Boaz is not going to send anybody back to receive the punt, as backing up into punt formation is number 18, Ray Thompson. On this 4th down and 6. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass at 8 minutes and 16 seconds. Thompson gets a high kick. Everybody down there in white jerseys and trying to play it, and they do. They down it right along the 1-yard line beautifully. And Boaz, again, backed up into a hole, even worse hole to start this drive.
Yeah.
That was a great punt by Ray Thompson. Put it right where he needed to, and Guntersville had 3 or 4 white jerseys down there to down it.
So we'll see.
Boaz operating right from the 1. Actually, they're inside the 1. So they'll break the huddle.
Field position is definitely not in Boaz's favor.
And it all started with that opening kick, Ricky.
Exactly. That's all been a part of it.
All right, here's Connor shouting the audible to his offensive line. They'll leave it with the tailback, and going forward is Boucher. Went right into the middle of that pile, then cut it to the left, and he was wrapped up hard by a Wildcat defender. But he got forward progress for a couple of yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Hard running down in the trenches.
Yeah, and right there in that situation, you just want to get as much as you can.
Flanking wide left is Matt Kobe. He's the only man flanked. Jeremy Hill's in as the wingback on the left. Boucher lining up behind Anthony Hensley in the I formation behind Connor. He'll leave it with RJ right up the middle, trying to follow some blocks. Broke a couple of tackles and forged his way forward into about the 7 or 8. And Boaz is going to face a 3rd and short yardage, Ricky, after a gain of about 5 yards for RJ Boucher.
Yeah, we'll say 3rd and 3, so a gain of 5. They put themselves in a pretty good manageable situation. You know, Boaz on 3rd downs in the last 2 or 3 games has just been outstanding.
Yeah. And coming into the game on the year, they're up to 43%. So.
Yeah, and about 3 games ago, they were down about 33.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 3, possession down for the Pirates from somewhere along the 8-yard line. And here's Connor. He wants to throw for the first time. He's in a lot of trouble and got rid of it. And it falls incomplete, and a flag is coming out. And I believe, Ricky, that they are going to call Boaz for intentional grounding as Connor just got rid of it, and there was not really
it looked like it was way over RJ's head. He couldn't have caught it, but
it took about 3 or 4 Wildcats to get him down, though.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's what the official call is. It's either going to be grounding or ineligible receiver. Downfield,
well,
about
from where the flag is at, I would say it's intentional grounding from where the flag is at.
there is a lot of discussion taking place. I could not tell if Connor was in the end zone.
The flag is at about inside the 1 yard line. Well, now they're picking up the flag.
They were discussing whether or not there was a receiver in the
no
area.
No flag.
And they will wave it off. So
well, RJ was in the area. It was just about 10 feet over his head.
So it's a 4th down, and Boaz will punt. Again, RJ standing in his own end zone to kick it away, and Diamond standing at the Boaz 44-yard line to receive it. RJ needs to get a little bit better effort off this time. And he does.
Wow.
That is a cannon shot. And it takes a sideways roll and goes out of bounds at the Boaz 48.
But the hang time on that one was outstanding.
Yardage-wise, that's going to be about a 40-yarder. But as Ricky said, the hang time was outstanding.
41 yards, we'll say, because they're marking it right at the 49-yard line.
No score in the game. It's first quarter action, 6:24 to play here in the first. Boaz has had the ball twice, has gone 3 and out both possessions. Guntersville has had it once, went 3 and out on its only possession. But they have had the better of the field position, to say the least. Boaz has started.
As you said, it all goes back to the opening kickoff.
Yeah, Boaz has started both of their drives from inside the 5. And Guntersville hurries up to the line as they're trying to catch Boaz off guard. Play clock's down to 3. Rogers takes the deep shotgun snap. He'll leave it with Gunther trying to run right. And they'll knock him down after a gain of about 3.
And I believe somebody pulled him down by a face mask.
Well, I think they had the back of the helmet.
Well,
but there is a flag coming
down.
in. Yep. So flag right there where the tackle was made, and it may very well be there.
Guntersville's backing up.
I know someone grabbed him from the back of the helmet. I never saw a hand in the face mask there, but we'll
Boaz
see.
is backing up. Let's see.
It's a personal foul face mask, against Boaz. So when they start with field position like this, Ricky, and then you add on a 15-yard major distance penalty, it's going to put them in big business down inside the Boaz 35.
Yeah.
And they will penalize from the end of the run, which was at the 46. So we're going to mark it all the way up to the 31 or close to it.
This is Boaz. The defense has done it before this year. They have been times where they've been put in a hole, and they've come through. Let's see if they can do it again this time.
They will officially spot it at the 32, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They will go with 3 wide receivers to the left. They've got Bridges and Swisher and Diamond all out here to the left. They've got 1 man wide to the right as well. Here's Chaz. He will throw it to the man on the right, and it is Ray Thompson who catches it over on the sideline, dragged down over there by Parker Adams. Just a little quick out and stop.
And that picks up 7 yards.
And so Guntersville will have it 2nd and about 3. Right on the Boaz 25-yard line, they have it. 6:12 to play in the quarter, no score. Same formation for the Wildcats. Gunther is on the right side of Rogers, and he'll get the handoff. Whoa, was he nailed in the backfield by Paul Absher, who fired through there, knocked his helmet clean off.
Hey, that was a lick right there that Gunther may remember for a couple of plays. They actually drop him back 2 yards, so that was a big play right there by Absher.
That puts the Wildcats in a 3rd and about 5. It's a short 5.
Somebody, as Troy said, somebody missed a block there because Absher was not touched.
Yeah, he fired. All right, slot to the left. Actually, it's a stack to the left. Diamond is in the back side of the stack. Here is Rogers. He will fake to Gunther. He will look to throw. That pass is batted away, I believe, by Ryan Gaskin, number 44, intended
for Diamond.
Good
coverage also.
Let's see here what the Wildcats choose to do here, Ricky. The ball is at the 26. They may go for it on 4th down.
If they go for it and don't get it, Boaz is going to have obviously the best field position that they've had all night. Of course, if you punt it here and it goes into the end zone, you're only looking at 7 yards difference. So for Guntersville, you've got no choice but to go for it. Or no.
All right, look at this formation. Trevor Diamond is lining up at quarterback. He's got 3 men in the backfield with him. He is going to leave it with Rogers, who is sweeping left, and there is a hold, and they catch him, and he doesn't get the first down. In fact,
he's about the line of scrimmage.
Lose yardage. Somebody got absolutely taken down. Flags all over the place, and that'll bring up fourth down. Boaz obviously will decline it, and that'll bring up first down for Boaz.
Right. Actually, Rogers got back to the line of scrimmage. He did a good job of doing that, but a good job of pursuing it and forcing it outside by Boaz. And like you said, they was holding all over the place. But Boaz, by virtue of their defense, has got the ball at the Guntersville Boaz 27-yard line.
Well, there was actually 2 fouls on the play, Ricky. They called blocking the back and holding. But Boaz obviously declined both. They're already up to the firing line, ready to run the next play. 5:20 to play in the quarter, no score. Boaz with their best starting field position of the night.
And with some breathing room.
Yeah, at the 27-yard line. Phillips wide left. Stevens wing back to the left. Here's Bryant. He'll leave it with Drew Phillips, who's seeing his first action of the night. He'll run straight into the backside of one of his blockers right at the 29-yard line. So he got about a yard, maybe a little more than that. And he's put down there. And Boaz will face second and about 8.5 here as Kobe and Hill check back in for Boaz. They'll flank wide left.
Well, if you see, you've noticed Guntersville is shifting when Boaz gets up there and gets set. But after they shift, Boaz usually has time to call their play after the shift. So it may not hurt.
They're shifting to their right. Here is a give to Phillips. Phillips looking for room. That looked like that may have been a busted play. I'm not sure that Connor expected Phillips to go that direction. And Boaz will be stacked up. Phillips will.
Loss of about a yard, we'll say, maybe.
Back to the 28. So it'll be 3rd and 9. Boaz already facing its third down of the night. They have not converted one yet. I got to get to their own 37 for the first down.
And we saw the last time Boaz was in this situation, Guntersville is putting the pressure on Connor. So you've got to be able to have the blocks to give Bryant time to throw the ball.
Obvious passing situation here as Bryant will fake, and he's in trouble. They'll sack him back at the 20-yard line. Nobody touched a blitzing linebacker. It was number 35, Keith Stidger, who recorded the sack. And just like you said, they're bringing the house, not
Boaz
giving Bryant any time.
Yeah, Bryant, nothing he could do on that play.
Just bringing more people than you could block. And so Boaz will be forced to punt again on this 4th down and about 16. Here's R.J. Boucher, his 3rd punt. Good pressure by Guntersville. That one went straight up the chute, gets a good Boaz roll over onto the Guntersville side of the field, but not really what you wanted out of that because you had an opportunity to flip the field position a little bit, and Guntersville's going to get it at their own 47. 3:15 to play. Want to remind you can catch this game live on the internet, both video and audio feed. Brand new video feed that we're using tonight. Hopefully we'll enhance it for you. Your screen may be fuzzy for about the first 10 or 15 seconds, and then everything should clear up. So hope you're enjoying it on BoazK12.org. Here's Rogers leaving it with Trevor Diamond, who is sweeping right, trying to get outside, broke a tackle in the backfield, now turns it upfield. He's at the 45-40. He cuts it in at the 35. He'll be ridden down from behind at about the 30, maybe the 25-yard, the 25-yard line. Somebody missed a tackle in the backfield.
Right.
Yep. And Paul Absher made what may have been a touchdown-saving tackle because once Diamond went north and south, Ricky, what a step.
He turned on the speed, and that was a big run that time. You've got to watch out for him because he can hurt you. The last possession he lined up at quarterback, he may take the snap and run it himself. He handed off to Rogers that time, that last possession, but he can hurt you with his legs, catching the ball.
Again, 3 men in the backfield back there with Chaz Rogers in the shotgun. 2 men flanking him, 1 behind him. They will leave it with 42, who fumbled the football, trying to get on it, and he does. Back outside the 35. Into the game was number 42, Michael Brown, a senior, and just had trouble holding on to it, and Brown's going to
That's a big loss back to the 38. That's a loss of 13.
Will Alvis will come into the game, replacing him.
Yeah, it just looked like Rogers made a good handoff. It just looked like he just dropped it, and fortunately for Guntersville, it was bounding backwards, and it took a good bounce, and he bounced on it. But unfortunately for Boaz, they couldn't get to it.
Second down and 23 now for the Wildcats. Rogers will put 3 men wide out now, and he is going to sweep right, looking to throw. Lots of time. Now he'll throw a pass across the middle of the field that is incomplete and broken up by Jeremy Hill. He was trying to get it down there, I believe, to 18, Ray Thompson, but Hill had good coverage.
Yeah, that was good coverage by the secondary. Rogers had all the time in the world to throw, but the receiver had to come back, and good coverage that time by Jeremy. But, again, good coverage by the secondary as a whole.
So Guntersville facing 3rd and 23 now, 3rd and very, very long. As a Boaz defense would like to make a play here and try to get the ball back. Going wide right are number 7, Tucker Bridges, and number
watch the draw
11, Swisher, and Diamond's also out there, and Thompson's over here to the near side. They fake to Gunther. Chaz looking to throw. He's in a lot of trouble now. He'll run out of it. He throws across the field, and that ball is incomplete. He tried to get it to Bridges, who dove for it, but they would have been well short of the first down even if he had caught it.
But if he catches it, they might be in field goal range. But nonetheless, good pressure put on that time by Boaz. They just couldn't corral him.
It was a good job by Rogers getting out of it, too.
Yeah,
Ricky.
to get out of pressure. Now, Guntersville, the defense toughened up again, forcing a punt. But Guntersville's in a situation where they could pin us deep again.
Well, I believe Rogers checked in. Looks like they may go for it here, Ricky, on
well, no, 18 is backing up to punt.
Yeah, they are. Rogers is in there as the up back. Thompson will drop back into punt formation. Again, Boaz putting nobody deep, hoping that this one will roll into the end zone. There's the snap, and Thompson will try to angle it toward the sideline, and that one is going into the end zone for the touchback. So Boaz will bring it out to the 20-yard line. 1:27 to play here in the first quarter, and I think we haven't taken one single commercial break.
We hadn't, because really you've only had the 2 first downs in the game. Guntersville got one on their second series via the penalty, and then they got one on the long run by Trevor Diamond.
It is homecoming here at Boaz, homecoming court. The Queen will be crowned at halftime as the Boaz High School Pirate Marching Band already played a pregame show. So they'll be lining up for the homecoming court here at the half. 1:27 to go in the first quarter of play here. And Boaz on the field again offensively. Bryant Connor will leave it with Drew Phillips. Phillips going into the line, forward to about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. Tried to hurdle over a man that was lying on the ground. Second down and I guess about 8, Ricky will say.
Yeah, he picked up a couple of yards.
Boaz not doing anything fancy. They would like to control the ball a little bit more, but
I mean, you still
unable to knock any first downs out.
You still got to figure they're still trying to figure out that, and hopefully they can get it going. They've had a couple of open runs.
Second down and 8 for Boaz. Here's Bryant. He will fake. Now he has some time to throw it, and he throws the ball over to the far sideline, and it's caught by Anthony Phillips down at the 29. So Boaz will need a yard for first down. Threw it low, and Phillips went down to his knees to catch it, but finally Connor had some time to throw it. I think they caught Guntersville a little bit off guard.
Well, it was a quick 2 or 3 step drop and throw. But nonetheless, he did have a little bit more time to throw.
Phillips has caught 22 passes now for 357 yards on the season.
This is a big possession right here. You'd like to knock out a first down if you're Boaz. You've not had one the whole quarter.
There is a 1-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. Bryant's going to leave it with RJ, and there is a flag coming in, and they blow this one dead.
Was it Guntersville or Boaz?
Boaz looks like they're going to back up, so that's going to put them back in a 3rd and 6. Not a good situation on the procedure call here. Somebody got an early jump, and Coach Knowles will not be happy about that. So the dead ball.
You're looking at 3rd and 1, about to pick up a first down, and you shoot yourself in the foot. And now you're at 3rd and 6.
So now you go a little deeper into the playbook here.
Yeah. Because you really don't want to keep giving Guntersville the ball back at midfield. I mean, as good as they are, they're bound to capitalize. You'd like to be able to move the ball, and if nothing else, like you said earlier, flip the field position.
The Pirates have 4 seconds left in the first quarter on this 3rd and 6. This will be the final play of the first. Here's Connor. He's going to look to throw on the slant end. Phillips has it for the first down, and he goes down at about the 37-yard line. That will end the first quarter of play. No score. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. Mark's Madness is back and bigger than ever, and we're excited to tip it off with you. With a strong starting lineup of your favorite Toyotas, it's never been easier to shop, drive, and purchase your new Toyota. Plus, with rates starting at 2.99, finding your new Toyota will be as easy as a layup. Our team is ready to get you in the game and assist you with your next purchase and help you with worry-free maintenance. Mark's Madness is on at Sand Mountain Toyota. Come see why we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Guntersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
First and 10, Boaz. Thank you, Troy Rogers, our spotter. Joe Maples, our spotter. Producer, Roger Watkins. Here is a give to RJ off the left side. Looked like he had some room momentarily, but they wrestle him to the ground. He gained about a yard to the 39. And it'll be 2nd down and 9. I mentioned, Ricky, earlier before the game, you know, no love lost between these two teams or schools for that matter, and you're seeing them knock some heads out there. I told you it'd be a slobber knocker.
Yeah,
tonight.
I mean, it was a good first quarter.
All right, 2nd and 9, slot formation right side, ball right in the middle of the field. Boaz now moving from our right to our left. And here's Bryant. He's going to fake. He wants to throw. That pass is caught beautifully by Anthony Phillips, who was lying on his stomach, Ricky, threw his arms up in the air and brought it down, and he has a Boaz first down at the 49. So they're moving the chains a little bit now, and Bryant Connor really putting some zip on that football.
Yeah, that was a great pass. As you said, Anthony caught that as he was falling to the ground.
So 1st and 10, Boaz at the 49. Just underway here in the second period. No score. I formation for Boaz. Hensley in front of Drew Phillips, who's checked back into the game. Anthony's wide left, and Eric Stevens is the wing back on the left. There is a fake, and here's Bryant. He throws to Stevens, complete to the 40, to the 35, and down he goes at the 33-yard line, tackled by Stidger. But again, Boaz with a first down, and this time they've got it down to the Guntersville 33-yard line. Able to move the ball.
A little mix-up in the backfield, but it really didn't hurt nothing. Exactly.
Hensley lining up behind Phillips, and now an audible. from the sideline. Here's Connor. He will leave it with Phillips, going to the left, cuts it outside to the 30. He's to the 25, he's to the 20. He's down to the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. He has another Boaz first down as he took it, Ricky, off the left side. And Boaz has it 1st and 10. We'll call it the 18.
And that's partly because the passing game has been working so well.
And this time they will line it up with a slot to the right on this 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Here's Bryant Connor. He will leave it again with Phillips going to the left. Cuts it inside to the 15. That's a gain of about 3 as he hurdled over one man and fell forward. And a flag coming in after the play, Ricky, from the back judge. The line judge over here threw one as well, so there's going to be some extracurricular activity assessed, and I didn't see who was involved.
One of the Guntersville players is pointing towards Boaz.
So just when Boaz had it going, it looks like they may get a 15-yard personal foul here, and that'll cost them. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Boaz. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Guntersville.
Good.
So they will offset, and we'll just start where we were.
Right, yeah, 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, 3-yard gain on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. I didn't see what happened.
I didn't either.
But evidently it happened right in front of the officials, and because 2 of them caught it. So Boaz will have it here on the 15-yard line with 10:10 to play and the clock now on the move. I formation. RJ's back in the game at tailback. Slot to the right. Has Kobe and Hill out there. Connor will leave it with RJ going to the right this time. Spun out away from a man and fell forward for a couple of yards into about the 13. So Boaz will face 3rd and 5 here from the 13-yard line. And a big play coming up here, Ricky. Boaz needs to try to convert on this 3rd down and 5 from the 13. And here is a whistle and a stoppage in play, and I think Guntersville wants to call a timeout, and they do. 9:29 to play here in the half. Guntersville takes timeout, no score. This is the Boaz Network.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Guntersville.
Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
We'll bring you back here to Corley Stadium. Patrick Williams alongside Ricky Smith right here on WBSA Radio. And the Boaz Pirates facing a huge play, 3rd and 5 from the Guntersville 13.
Passing game has been working well. Bryant's completed 4 straight passes, and on those 4 passes, he had good protection. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boaz goes back to a pass, because right now you're well within Robbie Spruill's field goal range if you don't get it.
They'll go offset eye in the backfield, and both ends will split away. Looks like Stidger is coming on an all-out blitz from the right, and they will leave it with RJ up the middle. Found a hole. He's got room to the 10, to the 5. No signal as of yet. No signal. They will mark him down, Ricky.
At the 1.
At the 1. He got a burst of speed. I think Guntersville was expecting pass.
Well, they actually faked the reverse to Eric Stevens. Guntersville was going with that, and it was just a hole big enough for RJ to get through for a 12-yard pickup and a first down.
First down and goal to go for the Pirates inside the 1. RJ still in there, dotting the I tail. Connor getting last-second instructions from the sideline. Everybody in tight except for one man, and here's RJ to the right. He's in! Touchdown, Boaz! The cannon sounds, and the Pirates have taken a 6-0 lead here over the Wildcats on an 80-yard touchdown drive. Robbie Spruill in to attempt the extra point.
11 plays and 80 yards.
And they mix the pass and the run beautifully. Stevens, Kobe, Spruill. Kick is up. Kick is perfect. 8:57 to play here in the half. Boaz has taken a 7-0 lead. This is the Boaz Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
We know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Heading to work, headed to play, taking the grandkids to the beach.
Every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application to the approval or to the payments.
We're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
We never set out to be J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo. We set out to be Citizens Bank and Trust and to serve the community as a community bank, and we're content with that.
As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, and we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Beautiful drive, Ricky Smith. 11 plays, 80 yards. The Boaz Pirates take a 7-0 lead on the Wildcats. More importantly, they're going to get to kick it off, and maybe they don't put Guntersville starting around midfield.
Well, Coach Noel said in the coaches show, Robbie's got to place his kicks just right, because you don't want to give Trevor Diamond, a chance to get a good return out of it. We know what he can do.
Gunther is actually the deep man. He is flanked by Diamond, and I believe Michael Brown is back there with him, if I'm not mistaken.
But that was a good drive, 11 plays, 80 yards. They used a lot of time off the clock, and they got on board first.
Here's Spruill's kick. He's going to kick this one short. It will come down to Brown at the 21, 22-yard line. Going forward, got some room, but he will be tackled at the 35-yard line. Eric Stevens, Parker Adams, and Luke Walker all involved, I believe, in that tackle. And so the Wildcats will have it at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now, defense, and you do have Guntersville backed up a little more considering where they had been starting. Defense needs to have another good series like they did, or really like they have the whole first quarter.
They break the huddle with 2 men wide to the right, 1 to the left, that's Thompson, and 2 men in the backfield, Diamond and Gunther, with Chaz Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers will leave it with Diamond running to the near side, turns the corner, 35, 40. He is to the 44-yard line, and he's taken down there. That's a gain of 9 as Blake Herring and Jeremy Hill converts along with R.J. Boucher. And he's close to a first down, but I believe they'll mark him just short.
So you've got to watch it. I mean, but you can't, obviously you can't just key on Diamond, because if you do, Gunther will hurt you, or Chaz Rogers. So they've got a lot of weapons.
Yes.
That they can throw at you.
And they're experienced. All these guys played a year ago. 2nd down and inches for the Wildcats. Shotgun snap taken by Gunther. He'll leave it. No, he'll keep. He has his first down across the 45 and weaves his way to the 47-yard line, and they will move the chains. Rogers looked like he was going to be hemmed in, but made a nice move at the line of scrimmage to sidestep a man and was able to get the yardage he needed.
Yeah, I mean, Guntersville, you talk about their experience. So, even though it was a scoreless first quarter and they're behind now, that's not going to faze them. They've got the experience and the talent to take what it needs to do to come back and tie the game.
1st and 10 at the 47, they have it. Shotgun formation. 2 men in the backfield. Boaz showing blitz. They'll leave it with Trevor Diamond running to the left. He'll turn it to the 50-yard line, and to the 49 he goes before he's tackled by Absher and Boucher. And that's a gain of about 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and about 6. And the Wildcats letting Diamond be the workhorse on this particular drive. And I'm sure he's happy to oblige.
Well,
bunch formation, wide right. Here's Rogers. He wants to throw. He is looking deep downfield for Diamond. Underneath it, he has it down along the 10-yard line, and he goes out of bounds.
No, now
they'll say
caught
he's
it out of
incomplete.
bounds.
Just out of his reach. Diamond thought he had it, but now they'll rule it incomplete.
The line judge on this side called it, and it was close. I thought at first, because they took a while before they signaled anything, and I thought at first it was he had it, but he didn't. Good throw.
Yes, it was.
By Chaz Rogers. He had the protection to throw the ball. But now another big 3rd down play.
3rd and 6.
And Guntersville is 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions.
Diamond had gotten behind Parker Adams on that play, and Adams was doing everything he could to close.
But Diamond's just got too much speed.
And timeout is going to be called by the Wildcats. 6 minutes, 50 seconds. They used their 2nd timeout of the half, trailing 7-0. This is the Boaz Network. 3rd down and 6. Guntersville faces when we come out of this timeout. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the first half. Boaz leads at 7-0.
Big 3rd down, as we talked about. This is a big 3rd down right here. If you can stop them and get the ball back, with the way your offense moved the ball in that last drive, you like your chances of possibly putting some more points on the board, or at least using a lot of the clock before halftime.
But the cue now is to stop them.
Stop them, and you know, you almost hope that Diamond's lined up on as a receiver.
Yeah.
Which well, I don't even think Diamond is in there.
I don't think he's in the game. They'll have a stack over here to the right, one man wide left, and Gunther is the single setback in there with Rogers. He'll take the snap. He wants to throw. He shoots a pass that is caught by Bridges over on the far sideline, and it is a first down for the Wildcats up at the Boaz 35. Just a down and out, and Rogers hit Bridges beautifully. Bridges stands 6'5", 178, Ricky, so he's got a definite height advantage over Anthony Phillips, who's 6'2", not a big difference, but 3 inches can be sometimes.
Well, that's what Coach knows. He talks about that in the coaches show. You know, when you've got a big guy like him that can go up and, you know, get the ball, if you have to have a jump ball situation, you like your chances with him.
So a new set of downs for the Wildcats. They now have it at the Boaz 35. Here is Gunther getting the call. And he broke a couple of tackles, and he falls out of bounds where he is tackled by Gaskin. But I'll tell you what, they had him dead to rights back there, and he just kept his legs churning and was able to move the ball inside the 30.
To the 29.
So they'll be second and 4.
He turned a loss of a yard or two into a 6-yard gain.
He really was punished at the end as Ryan Gaskin fell right on top of him. Diamond is back in the game. He'll be in the backfield, Ricky, with Gunther. Slot to the right, one man flanked wide left on the 2nd and 4 at the 29, and Trevor will get the call. He's going to the right and not getting a whole lot. I think the first man in the backfield was Chase Williams, and he slowed him down, and then 3 or 4 others converged to stop him.
And they held him to just a yard gain, so that was a good play on that time by the defense to hold Trevor Diamond.
So a third down here for the Wildcats at their 28, or at the Boaz 28. So third down and 3. Play clock down to 10, and they have yet to break the huddle, so they're going to have to hurry up there. Shotgun for Gunther, 3 seconds on the play clock, 2 seconds, 1 second.
No. They
don't get it all.
Flag's out.
Yep. Flag coming in from the back judge.
Well, let's see. Because
they said they call. I believe the referee's saying no. It is a delay. 5-yard penalty will be stepped off against the Wildcats. I know Coach Isom won't like that, but it took forever to get out of the huddle and up to the line, and I think they're arguing that they had a timeout, but the head linesman's not going to give it to them.
I think the flag came out way before they call a timeout.
The down marker hasn't moved yet, but it should.
There it is.
So it's 3rd down and 8. The Guntersville fans are booing.
Rogers just got in with the play, and the play clock is down to 7 seconds, and now they are going to have to call a timeout.
Sprint up to the line, and let's see. They will use their 3rd and final timeout here. 4:49 to go in the half, and it is a 7-0 Boaz lead. This is the Boaz Network.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
Hello, this is Maury Yancey, President of the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce staff, board, and membership proudly cheer the Wildcats on to victory. When you shop local, you are supporting the future of our young people. The Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce, cheering on the Wildcats.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Coach Phil Isom, Ricky, not happy about the situation that occurred moments ago. He thought he had a timeout called before the delay of game. The head linesman over there did not grant him the timeout, and the flag came out, although you and I discussed that we felt like the flag came out maybe before timeout was called.
Right.
I don't know. We could certainly are not in a situation to see that. But Guntersville, on the subsequent play, had to use their third and final timeout. So this is, they're facing 3rd and 8 here from the Boaz 33.
Just like earlier in the first quarter, you got to think they're probably in 4-down territory. And Isom is still out there talking to the coach, or to the head referee. Both teams are back out ready to run a play. Guntersville's out there in the huddle.
And
you got to think it's 4-down territory if Guntersville does not pick it up here, because they're at the 33-yard line.
3rd down and 8. Boaz Pirates come to their feet here. The fans trying to cheer on the Pirates. Here's Rogers. He with a little drop back. He wants to throw. That pass is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Bridges, and Parker Adams was bearing down on Bridges, and if he hadn't been bearing down on him so hard, he could have got the tip there.
Exactly.
And that would have been a touchdown had he been able to secure it, but nonetheless, he disrupted it. And it'll be 4th and 8 for the Wildcats here.
Yeah, it was a little bit out of his reach for Bridges, and Parker was there to hit him right after it arrived. And Guntersville, as I said, it is 4-down territory. They're going for it.
They're 0 of 1 tonight on 4th down.
Right, that 1 4th down and long in the first quarter.
4 wide receivers, 2 to either side for Chaz Rogers. Shotgun snap, fumbled the snap, and he's going to be sacked. It's Chase Williams and Paul Absher and Blake Herring who got in there. He simply took his eyes off the snap.
Yeah, it looked like to me he was ready to drop back and pass before he caught it.
Well,
and that's a loss back to the 38-yard line, so that's a loss of 5 yards.
So that gives Boaz good field position at the 38 still. 4:37 to play here in the half, and the Pirates lead it 7-0. See if they can add another score here before the half. Here's Connor. I formation. He will leave it on the stretch play to Drew Phillips, running left, found the crease, 40, 35, 45. He's to the 50. He's to the 47-yard line. He is knocked down over there by number 70, Bryant Hawkins. But nifty footwork on the part of Drew Phillips, and they stretched it out and he found the crease, Ricky.
15-yard run.
1st and 10 Boaz at the Guntersville 47. The Pirates already up there ready to run a play. Guntersville just breaking the defensive huddle. Here is Connor. He'll leave it on the end around to Jeremy Hill, trying to get outside, turns the corner. There's a penalty coming out. Hill turns it into a 5 or 6 yard gain, but this one's coming back.
Somebody took down one of the Guntersville defensive players.
And they have a man injured on the play. He's trying to get up, and he does. This flag, Ricky, is lying in the backfield back at the Boaz 48, so this is going to be a costly penalty.
I think you'll mark it from the line of scrimmage. Well, if they do, if it is from a spot, it will be it'll be like a 16-yard penalty.
They will mark it
from the 48, so it'll be back to the 38-yard line.
So a big loss on that penalty. I think somebody got their legs tangled up back there, and it resulted anyway in a hold.
It's actually a 15-yard penalty is what it amounted to, because Boaz has got to get to the Guntersville 37. So they've got to go 12 and, 13, 20, 1st and 25.
Don't have to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, you don't have to get it all back at one time.
Stevens in motion. They'll leave it with Drew going right this time. Takes it to the 40. He's to the 35. He's to the 30, the 45 now to the 50-yard line. So he gets a large chunk of it back, Ricky, about 12 yards of
Yeah.
it.
They're going to mark it just on the Boaz side of midfield. We'll call it the 49. Or
Ricky, whatever shift adjustments that Boaz made early on, they've done a good job with it.
Yeah, it's really nothing has
one man wide left and a wing back to the left. I formation. Here's a give to R.J. Boucher, who's in the backfield, and they'll leave it with him. And a good play made by Thomas Rawlings of Guntersville. R.J. was able to fall forward
for a couple of yards.
But Boaz will face 3rd and long here. 3rd down and about 12 from the Guntersville 49. 2:47 to play in the half. Clock on the move here as Eric Stevens and Anthony Phillips hustle in with the play from the sideline.
Yeah, you expect a pass here.
Play clock down to 5. They're going to have to, and I think Drew's going to call timeout, and he will. Coach Knowles, with 1 second on the play clock, will call a timeout with 2:21 to play here in the first half. We'll break with them. This is the Boaz Network.
For over 50 years, the team of former Wildcats and lawyers at Beard and Beard have been proud supporters of the sports and academics of the Guntersville City Schools. We wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage fans to support their teams.
The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated. Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
They're facing 3rd and 12 from the Guntersville 49. We have 2:21 to go here in the first half, and Boaz has a 7-0 lead over the Wildcats of Guntersville. And Boaz will go straight to the line of scrimmage right out of the sideline huddle. Anthony Hensley lining up in front of R.J. Boucher, Eric Stevens, and Anthony Phillips, slot formation left side.
Pressure's coming.
Here's Connor. Long snap count. Now he's going to look to the sideline, and they're going to spend another timeout. They tried to get him to jump off sides.
Get him to draw and get a shorter 3rd down. Well, there is a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, flag comes out. I don't know what this could be about because the play clock wasn't anywhere close. There is movement, or there is a flag also from the head linesman, and Boaz must have moved before the snap. So they'll move them back 5 yards, and I think Is Boaz going to call timeout here? I don't think Coach Nikki Dixon's too happy with the line judge's explanation over here. And I think he's going to let Coach Knowles get an explanation from the referee. Boaz calls their second timeout. We'll be back to hash it out. 7-0, Boaz leads it. This is the Boaz Network.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime.
All right. Coach Knowles is asking Ricky, how, if we're trying to call timeout, is that a procedure penalty? I guess that's what he's asking, but he and Coach Phil Isom feel the same way about things. And some coach over there is saying, wind the clock, let's go.
It's the same way it was a while ago when he was talking to Isom, you know. I think they were saying a penalty could have been on Bryant for backing out or something like that, because I saw him talk about something like that. I don't know what it is. But nonetheless, we got 3rd and 16. A big play here.
3rd down and 16 for Boaz. 2:18 to play in the half. Ball.
Watch Guntersville bring in the pressure because they know it's probably a passing situation. Number 32 is on the other side. It looks like a safety coming off the corner.
That's Michael Havis, one of the outside linebackers, and here they come. They're just going to loft it up to Phillips down here, and incomplete. Trevor Diamond was covering, and that'll bring up 4th down, and Boaz will have to kick, and the Boo Birds are out, saluting the officiating staff here.
Yeah, that wasn't. I think the Boos are still from the previous play because there wasn't really a penalty there.
R.J. Boucher will drop back to kick. So the Wildcats will get one more chance at it, Ricky, before halftime. And Boaz will try to pin them deep. There's a good snap. Heavy pressure, they blocked it. They blocked it. The ball's at the 40-yard line, and they pick it up, and they're going to run with it. It's Matt Farrar. Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, you can't run with it.
There's Keith Stidger who picked it up. But, I mean, they brought the house. They came pouring in, and they took it right off of R.J. shoe tops.
Yeah, there's a flag right over here.
The question is, did the flag occur during the play or after the play? If it occurred during the play, things could turn around right here. If it occurred after the play, it'll be a dead ball foul.
Well, if it occurred during the play, it was after the block, so it's post-possession.
Okay. The referee's getting a lot of help from Coach Drew Knowles and Coach Jason Knowles on this particular call. A lot of discussion taking place here. We're at 2:01 in the half, and the last 4 minutes of this half took as long as the first 8 minutes of the second quarter. we'll see what happens. I tell you what, there's been a lot of discussion during the first half. Sort of takes you back to some old days at Coleman. So,
but we've still really not had a signal.
No, we haven't.
Now maybe we're fixing to. He sent the head linesman over there to tell the Guntersville
We'll see
crew.
what Coach Isom's reaction is here. All right.
I think we're going to re-kick.
You may do it.
I think they're putting the ball back at the line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down.
Guntersville's having to bring its return team back on.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Well, Boaz really getting a reprieve here, Ricky.
Exactly. They've not signaled anything, and there's not been a mark off. The ball has went back to the line of scrimmage.
Boaz calls timeout, and now the referee is going to go over and try to explain to Coach Isom. This is going to get interesting. And here comes the debris out onto the field.
That comes from the sideline.
We're going to break away. 2:01 in the half. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. Mark's Madness is back and bigger than ever, and we're excited to tip it off with you. With a strong starting lineup of your favorite Toyotas, it's never been easier to shop, drive, and purchase your new Toyota. Plus, with rates starting at 2.99, finding your new Toyota will be as easy as a layup. Our team is ready to get you in the game and assist you with your next purchase and help you with worry-free maintenance. Mark's Madness is on at Sand Mountain Toyota. Come see why we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Guntersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Whatever it is, Patrick, we're fixing to play ball, and basically we're going to have your old-fashioned do-over.
Do-over. And Boaz needs to do a better job of blocking here. And now a flag coming out before the snap. This one by the head linesman.
But we still never had any explanation of what happened on the previous play. But like you said, Boaz got a break because Guntersville had blocked the punt and at best was going to have the ball at the Boaz 45-yard line. Now they're backing it up on a 5-yard penalty against Boaz.
And RJ had gotten away a good punt there, although I'm not sure that Coach Knowles wanted him to kick it to Trevor Diamond, who's in single safety. And here is RJ again to get pressure. And he kicks it toward the sideline. And fair catch called for by Diamond, but it will roll dead at the 20-yard line.
And they almost very nearly got to RJ and had Ruffin.
1:49 to play in the half. Boaz with a 7-0 lead. And Guntersville will have it at their own 20.
So after whatever happened, Guntersville's got the ball 35 yards further back than what they had it.
Guntersville partisan over there making a lot of noise. And there was some debris that came out onto the field from somewhere over there on the Guntersville
water bottle
side
looked like
of the
it
field.
come from the Guntersville sideline, but
not certain that it did.
No.
We can't confirm that. All right, here's Rogers. He has them lined up.
well,
Two men in the backfield.
The Whitehead is over here talking to the Coach Knowles, so I don't know what's going on now.
Coach Knowles is talking to trainer Thad Brooks, and Thad is going
somewhere,
I think, to the field house to get something. Maybe needs the bulletproof vests. Rogers in the shotgun, takes the deep snap. He will leave it with Gunther running to the right, looking for room, won't find much.
Nothing, about 2 or 3 yards.
He ran right into Jordan McClendon and was piggyback ridden by Patrick Sellers. Chase Williams also there.
And for Guntersville, if you do put together a drive, you don't have any timeouts left.
I guess they're going to be content, Ricky, just try to take care of the ball here.
Well, they get the ball to start the second half.
Backed up to their own 20 now. 2nd and 8 from the 22. Gunther in the backfield. Here is Rogers. He does want to throw. He's going to throw a pass that is over the head of the receiver, Bridges.
Patrick, we've got an explanation that came over from Coach Greg Nix from the Boaz coaching booth. On that situation earlier, there was an inadvertent whistle. Inadvertent whistle. We've seen them before, but
3rd down and 8.
That's good.
And I'll tell you what, the flames of this rivalry keep getting higher, Ricky.
Diamond
to the left. He's running forward, has some room, has some blockers out in front of him, still on his feet as he crosses the 35-yard line and pushed out of bounds right there along the 35. So that'll stop the clock, Ricky, with 1 minute to play here in the first half. Boaz leads it 7-0. But a new set of downs here for the Wildcats.
Got to watch out Diamond. He's basically the only one that's got anything. He's got 5 carries for 55 yards.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They will send 2 men wide to the left, 1 to the right. Bridges out here on the near side, which is the right. Gunther in the backfield. Snap taken. Rogers looking to throw. Steps up. He rolls right, looking downfield, trying to throw a pass that is incomplete to Bridges. Rogers was trying to get Bridges to come back to him, Ricky, but Tucker unable to come very far back.
Troy just pointed out Rogers could have ran it. Really, nobody out here. He could have ran it for a first down easy.
But that'll bring up 3rd down. I'm sorry, second down and 10 for the Wildcats with 51 seconds left here in the half. Homecoming court coming up at halftime here at Corley Stadium, as a new homecoming queen will be crowned. We'll have that for you on Horizon Communication. So you want to stay tuned for that. 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers. Diamond in motion. They faked to Diamond, and now Rogers throws across the middle to Ray Thompson, who has it at midfield, and they will tackle him at the 49. It was R.J. Boucher, Barker Adams, Jeremy Hill. They all converged. 1st down, and Guntersville's already up to the firing line. Clock be put in motion as the chains are set. There it goes. 40 seconds left, and Rogers spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Flags come in. I believe Boaz was offside.
I believe you're right, Ricky. Rogers spiked the ball to stop the clock, but I think Guntersville's going to get 5 yards out of this. So that'll move it up to the 44. First and 5 now. And they won't start the clock here, Ricky, because the spike made it an incomplete pass. So Guntersville basically got a free play right there. One man wide left, double wing. Here's Diamond in motion. Snapped it over Chaz Rogers' head. He picks it up, got a good bounce. He's in trouble. He'll throw. That ball is incomplete as he was trying to get it to number 10, Corey Cahill.
That was, in a way, a break there for Boaz. But Rogers did a good job of getting the ball and then looking down the field, and if nothing else, throwing an incomplete pass.
Second down and about 5 at the 44-yard line.
I said a break for Boaz. I meant a break for Guntersville.
31 seconds left in the half. Diamond in motion yet again. They'll fake to him yet again. Rogers again in trouble. He'll pass it to Diamond's wide open, and he falls down. Did he catch it? He did catch it.
Yeah, he caught the ball, but he was all alone. He might score.
If he hadn't fallen down, he would have scored, I guess.
Yeah.
23 seconds.
Ball's at the 27-yard line.
They get the chain set. And I imagine Chaz will spike it here. And he does. And that stops the clock at 20.
Wow.
They have run Diamond, Ricky, on a sweep, an end around on the last 3 or 4 plays, faked it to him every time. That time, Boaz had tremendous pressure on Rogers, and nobody took Diamond out of the backfield, and boy, he was all alone and just sort of stumbled. If he hadn't done that,
yeah, he's going to, if nothing else, he's going to pick up a lot more yardage. Yeah, it was underthrown.
Second and 10 at about the 22. Here's Rogers running right. He passes, and it is caught on the sideline. No, out of bounds to Diamond. Diamond thought he caught it. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. The line judge over here on the near sideline right on top of that one.
14 seconds. 3rd down and 10. Guntersville has no timeouts left, so even if they get into a situation, you know, after this play, they're probably too far out to kick a field goal.
Trevor Diamond checks out of the game.
But you're going to have to start going toward the end zone, and Tucker Bridges is on the far left, and we talked about his height.
3rd and 10. Rogers retreats. He's looking to throw. He passes across the middle. Bridges has it. He's into the 10, and they'll tackle him down at about the 5-yard line. Clock 4 seconds, and they stop it with 4 seconds. No timeouts left here for the Wildcats. They're probably going to spike it and then bring a field goal unit on the field. Rogers under center. They'll start the clock. He spikes it with 2 seconds left, and they will send on in the field goal unit. Into the game, number 81, Adrian Yaramillo, the junior kicker, 5'11", 160. And he will put the tee down at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 22-yard field goal attempt. Chaz will hold. And there's the snap. Yaramillo's kick is up. And the last play of the first half puts 3 points on the board for the Guntersville Wildcats. And they will get the ball to start the second half. The Pirates leading it 7-3 as we go to halftime in what was a wild and woolly second quarter, Ricky Smith.
Yeah, exactly, it was. And they're got a lot more to come.
And we're going to break away. We're going to send it back to the studios.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
We know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Heading to work? Headed to play. Taking the grandkids to the beach.
Every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application to the approval or to the payments.
We're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
We never set out to be J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo. We set out to be Citizens Bank and Trust and to serve the community as a community bank, and we're content with that.
As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, and we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
I was thinking about your birthday party a year ago, yesterday.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Guntersville.
Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome you to L.F. Corley Jr. Stadium and to the presentation of the Boaz High School 2007 Homecoming Court. At this time, I would like to present to you the representatives of each class. Representing the freshman class is Amanda Tarvin, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. David Tarvin. She is being escorted by Tyler Cofield. While at Boaz, Amanda has been involved in Junior Civitans, Spanish Club, concert choir, and cheerleading. Freshman class representative, Amanda Tarvin. Representing the sophomore class is J.C. Scott, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jeff Scott. She is being escorted tonight by Sam Bates. At BHS, J.C. has been a member of Junior Civitans, FCA, Interact, SAD, SGA, Astra, Junior Ambassador, Varsity Softball, JV Basketball, and Dance Line. She serves as sophomore class vice president and is in the top 10 of her class. Sophomore class representative, J.C. Scott. Representing the junior class is Ashley Morgan, daughter of Miss Angela Morgan. She is being escorted by Zane Frank. Ashley is a member of varsity volleyball and varsity softball. Junior class representative, Ashley Morgan. Representing the senior class is Destin Knott, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tony Knott. She is being escorted by her father. While at Boaz, Destin has been a member of SGA, varsity volleyball, the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Junior Civitans, Astra, the Spanish Club, Junior Marshal, and Junior Chamber Ambassador. She also serves as senior class reporter. Upon graduation, Destin plans to attend Snead State Community College and would then like to transfer to UAB and pursue a career in nursing. Senior class representative, Destin Knott. Also representing the senior class is Julie Morgan, daughter of Tony Morgan and Connie Morgan. She is being escorted by her father. While a student at BHS, Julie has participated in Astra, SGA, FBLA, FCA, SAD, Mu Alpha Theta, ABX, basketball, track, the Marshall County Youth Leadership, Junior Civitans, the Spanish Club, the National Honor Society, and Junior Marshal. She is also in the top 10 of her class. Upon graduation, Julie plans to attend Snead State Community College and Auburn University to pursue a career in veterinary medicine. Senior class representative, Julie Morgan. Also representing the senior class is Brittany Roberts, daughter of Nathan Roberts and Paula Bruce. She is being escorted by her father. While at Boaz, Brittany is a member of varsity volleyball, SAD, Mu Alpha Theta, Astra, the National Honor Society, SGA, FBLA, the Spanish Club, and Junior Civitans. Brittany serves as senior class vice president. Upon graduation, Brittany plans on attending Snead State Community College and UAB to pursue a career in nursing. Senior class representative, Brittany Roberts. Last year's homecoming queen, Emily Robinson, will crown this year's homecoming queen. She is being escorted by Boaz High School principal, Mr. Lowell Smith. The crown bearer is Drake Bishop, son of Mr. and Mrs. Dennis Bishop, and the flower girl is Addie Whaley, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Whaley. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boaz High School Homecoming Queen 2007 is Miss Destin Knott.
Do what?
Her dad's just grinning from ear to ear. Old Tony.
Old Tony.
He don't say too much when he does. Better listen. Might be something good.
Mm-hmm. He's my old high school buddy. Old middle school buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise? We would like to dedicate this year's alma mater to the memory of former band member and band director, Mr. Jim Blair, who wrote the musical arrangement of the Boaz High School alma mater and who passed away in 2007. We would also like to remember former band director Regina King, who passed away last week. At this time, the Boaz High School Band will play, and we invite you to join in singing the alma mater.
Miss Destin Knott and her homecoming court. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to announce the homecoming competition results. In the float competition, 4th place goes to the sophomores. 3rd place goes to the freshmen. 2nd place goes to the juniors. And 1st place goes to the seniors. In the overall competition, in 4th place with 415 points, the sophomores. In 3rd place with 437.5 points, the freshmen. In 2nd place with 547.5 points, the juniors. And in 1st place with 1,025 points, the senior class of 2008.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
55 yards. I mean, you take away Trevor Diamond's 55 yards, and they have -3 yards rushing. So, I mean, you've got to key on them, but if you come out and key on Trevor Diamond too much, Gunther and Rogers is going to hurt you.
So we'll see what adjustments were made by these two teams at the half, as Guntersville will get it to start the second half. Robbie Spruill to kick off for Boaz. And the Pirates, as I mentioned, leading at 7-3. Here's Spruill's kick. He'll kick it short, and a fair catch called for and made by number 18, Ray Thompson, at the 31-yard line. So the Wildcats will get it right there. And, of course, Boaz content to give up a few yards to keep it out of Gunther and Diamond's hands down.
Of course,
back
that's
deep.
basically been the motive of operation all year long on the kickoffs. Just kick it short and trust in your defense. And pretty much the defense has come through most of the year.
All right, let's see if they can come through on this first series of downs for the Guntersville Wildcats.
You know, Guntersville feel like they had the momentum after the end of the first half. You'd like to slow them down.
They will leave it with Gunther right up the gut. He will let a man ride him to the ground at the 36-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 4 yards. It was Blake Herring who had him from behind. Gunther took it right off the left side, just off left guard.
Picked up 5 yards.
So it'll be second down and about 5. It's a long 5 for the Wildcats. Ray Thompson going wide right along with Michael Brown. Trevor Diamond and Tucker Bridges split wide right. They'll leave it with Gunther running right on the sweep, and he's tackled on the by number 32, Parker Adams, over on the far sideline. He fell forward, Ricky, close to the 42, which is going to be close to the first down. We'll see. I believe they're going to bring out the chains to measure. They don't have to bring them too far.
No. Now, if this was last week, they would have moved the ball back to midfield and then brought the chains out.
Right. This officiating crew had quite a momentous second quarter.
Second quarter, you're right.
I went down for half a minute during the halftime, and I bet I was asked 15 times what happened on that play where we had the do-over. And I couldn't answer it.
The old inadvertent whistle.
Yeah.
Is all you can say.
They'll bring the chains out and place the ball. They are mere inches from the first down. I would say probably 8 inches. And they will take the chains back to the sideline. So it's 3rd and inches here for the Wildcats. Boaz needs to come up with a play in the backfield here, but it's been Gunther on the first 2 carries of this second half. And last year in the game, Ricky, if I remember correctly, he really asserted himself in the second half.
Well, it's like they're going to come out and establish him, and then they can feed off of the other, off of him.
Chaz Rogers taking the snap and going forward on the sneak and plunges ahead for a couple of yards, and he'll have the Wildcat first down at the 43. Nose in at the 43-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They trail 7-3. They will check a couple of men out of the game, get a couple more back in there. And Rogers gets the play from the sideline.
Not been any turnovers in the game. Now would be a good time for them. You've had a couple of fumbles by Guntersville, but they got them back.
Slots to either side. Here's Gunther in the backfield with Rogers, and they will leave it with Gunther. This time he's running left. Boaz trying to stretch it out. A flag coming out, and there's a big hole. 50, 45, 40.
But
he's to the 35, 30. He's to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he is gone.
But it'll come back.
A flag lying
Trevor
back
Diamond's,
at the 39-yard line.
Trevor Diamond's already back here at the 39-yard line thinking, oh, man.
It is holding.
Yeah, it was that obvious.
Gunther had a big hole after he turned the corner, and there was nobody in front of him. I mean, he was running uncontested, perhaps.
And this will be kind of similar to what Boaz had in the first half. It'll be marked from where the flag's at, so it'll be a loss of about 14 yards. Flags laying between the 40 and 41-yard line.
I was told this week that Luke Walker was going to come in as an extra linebacker, sort of a rover, along with Sellers and Gaskin, and he's in there now as I believe Torrey Van checked out on the defensive line, and they got Walker in there as a rover, sort of in pass coverage, sort of as a nickel look in a way.
So 1st and 24. And it seemed in the first half, a lot of times when Guntersville seemed to get a big play, they had a big loss. They had the fumble over the snap, fumble over the head of Rogers, and it put them in a deep hole, and Boaz was able to hold them. Let's see if they can do it this time.
Deep snap. Here's Rogers rolling right, looking to throw. That pass is almost intercepted. It went through the hands of Trevor Diamond. Diving for it was Parker Adams, but it fell incomplete.
I thought it was going to Tucker Bridges because he was over there also. But as you said, it went through Trevor Diamond's hands, and Parker Adams almost with a big interception. That would have been a big one right there.
So it'll be 2nd down and long.
And Guntersville's kind of the same theory we talked about Boaz in the first half when they had 1st and 25. You don't have to get it all at one time, and that would have been a pickup of about 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, that was a very short pattern by both of the receivers on that play, in fact. Stacked to the left, one man wide right. Rogers in the shotgun. Boaz showing blitz. And here's Rogers. He'll pass to Bridges, and it is caught. And he is wrestled down by Adams.
I think Guntersville was wanting a face mask, but they didn't get it.
No, I think it looked more like a horse collar over here to me, which is illegal in the pros now. But they'll still face 3rd down and about 16.
Yeah, it picked up 8 yards.
And give credit to Adams for making that tackle, Ricky, because if he doesn't, Bridges has got a lot of room behind him.
He would at least pick up the first down.
Didn't have any safety help there. All right, here's Rogers, deep snap, 3rd and 16. retreats, passes. Intercepted by Boucher at the 50. He's to the 45, and they will knock him down there. Rogers overthrew Ray Thompson, his intended receiver, and RJ, who was playing safety, just playing center field, threw it right to him. And the Pirates are in business in Wildcat territory at the 46-yard line. First and 10 Pirates. See if the offense can get something going here. One man flanked wide left, that's Anthony Phillips. Drew Phillips is at tailback behind Anthony Hensley, and Eric Stevens is in there as a wingback. He's in motion to the right. There's a give to Drew. Drew found a hole. Drew's to the 45. He's to the 40. Drew's to the 35-yard line, and he has a Boaz first down.
Well, Patrick, I hate to say I called it, but we needed the turnover right there, and we got it.
Ricky, on that play, Guntersville shifted the exact way Boaz ran, but Boaz was able to get a hat on most of the players from Guntersville, and Drew had a big hole on the right side.
Picked up 11 yards.
First and 10 from the 36. Audible from the sideline. 8 seconds on the play clock. Here is a give again to Phillips. Trying to go up the middle. Good job by the Wildcats stopping up the hole. It was number 70, Bryant Hawkins, who made the initial hit. And no gain on the play for Drew. It'll be 2nd and 10. 8:16 to play here in the third quarter. Boaz with a 7-3 lead and trying to add more here.
It would be big to get some points right here. Of course, anytime it's big to get points, but
you're right.
You need points off turnovers. That's what you need.
Slot to the right. Jeremy Hill is into the game. He's the slot receiver. Here's Bryant. He will fake to Drew. He's looking to throw. He does throw to Anthony. Anthony had it at the 30, and they'll drag him backwards. Let's see where they mark his forward progress. It's going to be a short gain no matter what.
32, so that's a 4-yard gain.
They'll mark it, at the 32, nose end. Yeah, his forward progress seemed to me like it was up at the 30, but they pushed him back, and the official marked it at the 32. 3rd and about 7 here. 7:17, clock ticking on this third down play for the Pirates. Connor takes a snap. He will leave it with Drew. Drew is running left and going nowhere. It's 44, Derek Prince, who made the tackle. And Boaz will have 4th down after Phillips was in for no gain on the play. Right there at the 32, they'll mark it. 4th and 7, Boaz has it, and this will be a situation where they will have to go for it, Ricky, because from here we're looking at a 49-yard field goal by Robbie Spruill, which
and if you punt and he goes into the end zone,
that's a net of only 11 or 12. So
yeah.
Boaz will try it here on 4th down and 7. Here's Connor. He'll put Jeremy Hill in motion to the slot. Here is a fake to Drew. Bryant needs to throw. He does. That ball is intercepted by the Wildcats. Threw it into a crowd, and coming away with it was number 35, Keith Stidger.
Yeah, that was actually a time right there. That's better than any completion.
Because that will knock the ball right at the 20, Ricky. So that's as good as a punt into the end zone, really.
Right.
So 1st down and 10, the Wildcats take over again. Successive turnovers on successive drives as Boaz getting a man into the game late. Checking in is Zach Willoughby, the freshman. 2 men in the backfield. Gunther gets the call, running to this near side, turns it to the 20, 25, 30. He broke a tackle at the 30, 35, 40, and down he goes at the 43-yard line. It was Willoughby who actually made the tackle along with Will Brumbelow. So 1st and 10 at the 43 as Willoughby comes out. Gunther got a hold off the left side that time, Ricky.
And 22 yards.
Just like you talked about on the first drive, they want to establish him. 1st and 10. Diamond and Gunther in the backfield with Chaz Rogers. Rogers will leave it. No, he'll keep up the middle. 40, 30, 45. Crosses midfield. Dives forward. to the Boaz 49, and he is close to the first down, but I believe he'll be about a yard short. Blake Herring on the tackle for the Pirates. But the Wildcats have moved it into Boaz territory on 2 plays. They need 2 yards, 2nd and 2. Both ends will split away, slot to the right. Tucker Bridges is the slot receiver. Rogers takes the deep shotgun snap. Diamond has it. He'll rush right. Found a hole. He's still on his feet. And he crosses the 45. He's into the 41-yard line, or close to it, and he'll have a Wildcat first down. And Ricky, the Guntersville offensive line really doing a number on the Boaz defenders right now.
Yeah, they're just opening up holes both sides for Diamond and Gunther, and they're picking up big chunks of yardage.
Ball midway between the 41 and 42-yard lines here as the Guntersville Wildcats have a new set of downs. Time ticking away here in the 3rd quarter. Boaz clinging to a 7-3 lead. Here is a snap. Rogers has it. Bridges is wide open on the sideline. He goes forward for another Wildcat first down. He has it down inside the 25 to about the 24. I mean, nobody was over there.
Nobody was over there, no.
So Bridges sprints forward after he catches the ball into the Boaz 24, and the Wildcats have a new set of downs. They are in big business here. 1st and 10. Bridges wide left along with Diamond. Thompson and Brown wide to the right. Gunther, the only man in the backfield with Rogers. Chaz takes it. He'll leave it with Josh Gunther. Josh hit his own man in the backfield, and he is corralled by about 3 or 4 jerseys of Pirate colors. It's Absher and Van and Gaskin who converged.
Dropped him for a yard gain. Good penetration that time by the defense.
They'll put it down right on the 25-yard line. Actually lost a yard on the play, back to the 25. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. Rogers has 2 men in the backfield with him this time. He'll leave it with Diamond running right, trying to get outside, turns the corner, looking for a crease. Found a little crease. He has about 8 or 9 yards again as he runs to the right. Boaz having all kinds of trouble defending that play, Ricky.
It looks like they've got him bottled up. I mean, it looks like they're stringing it out, but all of a sudden he'll turn up, find a crease, and pick up. That time we'll say he picked up 9 yards up to the 16-yard line.
It'll be 4th down and about 2. They've got to get to the 14.
It's actually 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd down. The down marker said 4th, and I knew better. 3rd and 2 from the 16 as the Wildcats trying to take the lead here. They will go with nobody flanked. Full house backfield. Rogers under center. They'll leave it with Gunther taking it off the right. Broke a tackle. Gunther still on his feet down to the 5-yard line.
Down.
And a flag comes out.
I believe we got a hold over there.
I'll tell you what, Ricky, Gunther is feeling it right now. Took it off the right side and broke a tackle. But this one's going to come back, and it will nullify what would have been a 1st down and more for the Wildcats.
Exactly. They'll mark it from the line where the spot of the foul, which is a 10-yard line.
So that'll put them back to the 20, and they'll face 3rd and 6. Personnel being moved in and out on both sides of the ball. And Rogers is in from the sideline with the play with 3:15 left in the 3rd. Boaz 7, Guntersville 3. Thompson and Diamond go wide left, Bridges to the right. 3rd and 6. Here is Chaz. He looks to throw. That ball is going to be broken up by Anthony Phillips and almost intercepted. Tried to get it to Bridges as he was making his cut toward the sideline, and Phillips was right on him.
It was a good play by Anthony there because Bridges was going to catch it, but Anthony got his hand in there and knocked it away. Now let's see what Guntersville chooses to do.
Just like on the previous drive for Boaz, too far out really maybe to kick, and certainly too close to punt. So they'll go for it at the 20-yard line on 4th and 6. Huge play here. They try to keep this drive alive with less than 3 minutes to play. Diamond's at quarterback, Ricky. He will take it. He will leave it with Rogers looking to throw. Rogers is sweeping outside, trying to throw. He'll just float it up in the air, and that one is going to be tipped away and incomplete, and the Pirates have held. Went with a little trickery right there as Diamond took the snap, left it on a handoff to Rogers, and then he wanted to throw
Boaz,
back to Diamond.
I saw that right away. Boaz picked it up.
Blake Herring got Trevor Diamond in coverage.
Yeah, and then nobody else was open. Good job by the defense to hold their ground there after giving up some plays, giving up a couple of first downs, but didn't allow Guntersville to get into the end zone. And there again, the penalty hurt Guntersville.
Sure did. Holding on what was apparently a first down. Knocked them back, and Boaz takes over at the 20, 1st and 10. Shift by the Guntersville defensive line. Here's motion by Eric Stevens, the wingback, and a give to Drew Phillips, running to the right. He gets about a yard, I think. Looked like he was going to be tripped up for a couple of yard loss, but was able to keep his footing and dive forward. And they'll mark it at about the 21. So 2nd and 9 for Boaz. This has been exactly the kind of game we expected to be.
Two teams slugging it out here. Both of them with winning streaks, and neither one of them wanting to end their winning streaks.
2nd and 9. Here is motion by Hill. They will leave it with Phillips, though, and Phillips is going forward for a yard or two, right up the gut again. And good job by the Wildcats stuffing it, as it looked like Hill was coming on that end around. But they didn't give it to him. They left it with Phillips. Set that up for later. 3rd and 7 for Boaz. Again, possession play. Both ends split away. Connor under center. Offset eye in the backfield this time. Motion by Eric, and they will leave it with Eric. Turning it upfield. Stevens has it. Let's see. I think they're going to stop him short of the first down. It's going to be very close. It depends on the spot over there, Ricky.
I think he got it from
he
where
may
the
have
spot
it.
is at. I think he does have it.
Right on the 30,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
he does. The end around by Eric Stevens. He took it outside and got his first down at the 30.
There we
And
go.
there a flag comes out on the sideline over there.
They got the coach.
I don't guess the coaching staff was happy with the spot.
Oh, they're just calling a sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Nonetheless, a first down, a big first down by the Boaz offense. And it didn't look like he got it from here, but he must have had an extra surge over there.
Here are the Pirates.
And Guntersville's flagged for too
Yep.
many men on the field.
Yeah, they got 12 men. They had a man trying to come off the field late. They looked really, really confused defensively, Ricky.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think they really thought they were going to get penalized on the previous play, and they were, trying to get men off and on. Substitution infraction, so that'll give Boaz, make it 1st and 5.
Well, we want to wish Ricky the Smith family in Mobile, Alabama well. I understand they're watching us live on the internet tonight. Had a death in the family this week or last week. And I want to send out our thoughts, wishes, and condolences to the Smith family of Mobile, Alabama, friends of the Eric Stevens family. 1st and 5. I formation lining up behind Bryant Connor. Matt Kobe's in the game, flanked wide right. Jeremy Hill's in the slot. Here's a give to Drew. Going to the left.
Picked up about 3, I think.
He's tripped up by number 11, Jeff Swisher. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2 for Boaz. Ball's at the 38. Clock continuing to run here in the 3rd quarter. We're approaching the 1-minute mark. 7-3, Boaz leads it on this 2nd down and 2. Guntersville with 10 in the box, Ricky. And they'll blow this one dead. I think Boaz moved early. And And that'll cost the Pirates 5 yards. So after they got 5 yards on the offside, now they'll face second down and 7.
Give it back.
Tell you what, we've seen more procedure calls in this game than we've seen from the Pirates all year long.
Yeah, that is the 8th penalty, and 6 5-yard penalties. So basically 6, little penalties, but they all add up.
Yeah, especially in situations,
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at 2nd and 2. Now you got 2nd and 7.
Of course, the Wildcats could say the same thing, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, Connor has 2 men flanked to the left. Here's a toss sweep to Drew Phillips to go into the outside, turns the corner, and over to the Guntersville sideline. He goes out of bounds, I think at the 35, Ricky. That's going to be a gain of a couple. First time they've done the toss sweep outside tonight. They've been busting it between the tackles all night long, and that time they decided to go outside and to the left. So
a 2-yard pickup, 3rd and about 5, and a long 5.
It is a long 5. They've got to get past the 40. Let's see what they do here. This may be, depending on what happens, this may be the final play of the 3rd quarter with 26 seconds left. Motion by Stevens. Connor, long snap count. They will fake. He is going to look to throw to Stevens. Stevens has it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. Nice tackle over here in the open field by number 33, Gunther, who's in there on defense. And that'll bring up 4th down for Boaz. 4th down and a yard, and I think Boaz will let the clock expire here in the 3rd quarter and will kick it the other way. And they'll do just that. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The Boaz Pirates still clinging to this 7-3 lead, and they will have to punt it away when we come back. This is the Boaz Network.
For over 50 years, the team of former Wildcats and lawyers at Beard and Beard have been proud supporters of the sports and academics of the Guntersville City Schools. We wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage fans to support their teams.
The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated. Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
Hello, this is Maury Yancey, President of the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce staff, board, and membership proudly cheer the Wildcats on to victory. When you shop local, you are supporting the future of our young people. The Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce, cheering on the Wildcats.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Getting ready to begin the 4th quarter of play. The Boaz Pirates, Ricky, are facing 4th and 1. And it's a long one. It's about 1.5 yards for the first down.
Well, and the punting team, Coach Knowles is talking to the offense right now.
Yes, he is.
The punting team's down here around Coach Josh Moon. He's kind of the special teams coach and coordinator on the sideline, but I think the punting team's coming in now.
Yes, they are. Blake Herring, though, will kick this time. R.J. Boucher has kicked the previous punts tonight, but it looks like it'll be Herring who will kick this one away. Trevor Diamond going deep for the Wildcats on the first play here of the fourth quarter. Low snap, but he digs it out. No rush to speak of. Kicks it end over end. Diamond looking to play on it. He does at the 21. Trying to cut it back at the 25.
Well, they got it.
Flags all over the place as Diamond sidestepping men, and they wrestle him to the ground. Sam Walls making the tackle on Trevor Diamond, but a block in the back by the gunner.
Yeah.
And
that was a 40-yard punt by Herring.
End over end.
And Gunners was going to be backed up deep.
They are, because the flag, Ricky, is at the 26. So that'll put them back to the 16. And it'll be 1st and 10. And R.J. Boucher, Ricky, is over here sitting on the bench. Now he gets up, but he must
well, he's not been in on offense the whole half. And I don't know that he's been in on defense, but he
was
punt.
earlier. He made an interception earlier.
That's right, you're right.
But he's not in now. That may have been why they got Zach Willoughby in the game a few minutes ago.
In a hurried situation.
Alex Flores has checked in the secondary. 1st and 10. Here are the Wildcats. They will leave it with Josh Gunther running to the left. He tries to break out of a tackle along the line of scrimmage, and again, he's horse-collared to the ground. I think Paul Absher was at the bottom of that pile. Gunther broke a tackle or two, Ricky, but was able to get free, but Boaz had that one pretty well defended.
Call it about a 4-yard pickup just across the 20.
Didn't look like he got that much, but he was able to get about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 21. Diamond and Gunther in the backfield with Rogers. Chaz takes the snap. He'll leave it with Diamond. Sweeping right, stiff arm, trying to string it out. They've got him. They do. Right back at the 15-yard line. Will Brumbelow, Jeremy Hill, somebody really got stiff-armed. I think it might have been Ryan Gaskin by Diamond, but he was there to help it string it out.
Yeah. And they're going to call him out of bounds at the 17, so that's a loss of 3.
And the Wildcats facing 3rd and 9 here.
Big play right here for the defense.
Ray Thompson comes into the game. He'll be a wide out to the right. So will Michael Brown. He'll be out here on the near side. Tucker Bridges and Trevor Diamond slot left. Gunther in the backfield. Rogers taking a shotgun snap. He will roll to his left. He is looking to throw. They got him. They sack him.
Absher and
Blake Herring. Herring got him first, and Absher finished him off. And another big loss by the Wildcats. Back at the 10-yard line, it'll be 4th down and 16.
Yeah,
and this will be the
loss of 7.
This will only be the 2nd or 3rd punt of the night, I think. 3rd punt of the night for the Wildcats. And this time it'll be from deep within their own territory.
Boaz is going to get it in good field position.
Standing deep for the Pirates is Eric Stevens, Jonathan Ross, and Anthony Hensley have dropped back into in the return. Here's Thompson's kick. It is a high kick that is going to take a good Guntersville roll to the 45-yard line of Boaz. So a good kick by Ray Thompson. He really didn't have any pressure to speak of, and he got it out of there nicely.
But Boaz has got good field position at their own 45-yard line.
This is sort of a flip-flop, Ricky, of the first quarter as far as the field position. Guntersville had all the field position in the first quarter until Boaz made their touchdown drive. 7-3, the Pirates still lead this one with just under 10 minutes to play.
Big drive here.
You can get a score here, you're going to punch. You're going to go a long way toward winning this game, Ricky. Here's Bryant. He'll leave it with Drew Phillips. Drew looking for room off the right side, cuts it back left, and stumbles ahead to about the 48. That's a gain of 3 yards. It's a short 3. The second down and about 7 yards to go for the Pirates. Anthony Phillips will come wide left. Eric Stevens wingback left. Hensley and Drew Phillips in the backfield. Again, R.J. Boucher has not seen action on offense in the second half. Here's Eric in motion. And it is a give on the stretch play to Drew, trying to get outside. Got a block. Now trying to reverse field. He's in trouble in the backfield, and he is upended. Fumble on the play.
I believe they're going to blow it dead. They've blown it dead.
Thomas Rawlings fell on it as Drew Phillips was upended, but I believe the contact with the ground did cause the ball to come loose.
That was another case where Drew should have just went south, and now Drew's coming out of the game.
Sam Walls is going to check in, and Jeremy Hill is going to come in for Eric Stevens. So this is an interesting development here as Phillips is out, R.J. Boucher is out, and Sam Walls, Ricky, is going to be the tailback. 2 seconds on the play clock and timeout called by Boaz. 8:34 to play here in the fourth quarter. It is 7-3 Boaz. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Bricky, Sand Mountain Toyota. Mark's Madness is back and bigger than ever, and we're excited to tip it off with you. With a strong starting lineup of your favorite Toyotas, it's never been easier to shop, drive, and purchase your new Toyota. Plus, with rates starting at 2.99, finding your new Toyota will be as easy as a layup. Our team is ready to get you in the game and assist you with your next purchase and help you with worry-free maintenance. Mark's Madness is on at Sand Mountain Toyota. Come see why we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Guntersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
And here is Jeremy Hill. Here is Anthony Phillips. They're in a slot to the left. Boaz has the ball just on their side of the 45. I formation. Sam Walls, the tailback. They'll leave it with Anthony Hensley, the fullback, and he's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good play by Derek Prince, the end. And Boaz will have to kick here.
Herring's back in to punt since RJ, something's apparently wrong with him.
Herring standing at his 31. Trevor Diamond again deep. Had a good return last time, but it was called back. Low snap. Herring gets it out of there. Line drive. Gets a Boaz roll. Diamond wants to pick it up at the 21, looking for room, and sidesteps to cut one man, but they'll knock him down at about the 28-yard line. Sam Walls making the tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 7:48 to play. They have it at their own 29-yard line. An excellent defensive series for Boaz last time. And they need to do it again here as Guntersville will be looking to drive to take the lead here in the game.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest series of the night for the defense.
Rogers has Diamond and Gunther in the backfield with him. They'll leave it with Gunther running to the left. He won't find much room. He goes ahead for a couple, I believe, up to the 31. Blake Herring again on the stop. He's had a huge game on defense tonight. They'll give him 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for Guntersville. Rogers, they're going to send a man off. That's got to be a substitution infraction, but they will not call it. They broke the huddle, and he was running off the field. Here is a give to Gunther running right. Boaz trying to string it out, and they do a pretty good job of it. He'll get a couple of yards. It was Parker Adams and Alex Flores and others.
He got 3, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
They'll mark it at the 34. They got to get to the 39 on this 3rd down play. Diamond and Thompson in from the sideline. Checking out is Dexter Rowe, who was in the game on the last play.
Guntersville's 3 out of 10 on 3rd down opportunities in this game.
Double slots. Rogers in the shotgun, takes a snap. He will leave it with Gunther. They get him in the backfield. He will lose yardage. It was Paul Labsher who made the hit. Herring, Gaskin.
Gaskin there, lost a couple.
Chase Williams.
So a big play.
It's 4th down and 9 back to the, or excuse me, 4th down and 7 back to the 32. So he lost the 3 yards of gain on the previous play. And that'll be a punting situation for the Wildcats with 6 minutes left to go. And Ray Thompson is going to try to kick, but I think Guntersville needs.
kind of confused.
I think they need another man in. They do. Coming in late. 7 seconds on the play clock. They'll line it up. 3 seconds. 2, 1.
And they didn't get it off.
Nope. They'll take a delay here, Ricky.
And Phil Isom just pulled a Steve Spurrier and just kind of dropped his hat on the ground over there.
Boaz with a 7-3 lead. Guntersville guilty of a delay. That's their 2nd delay of game penalty tonight. Back to the 27-yard line it goes.
Well, and I guess that time Isom didn't want to use his timeout. He had plenty of time because, I mean, when the punter came on when that last player came on the field, there was still 9 or 10 seconds on the play clock.
There is the punt. Oh, it is blocked. It is blocked. It's back to the 15.
Hello.
They have it at the 15-yard line. Blake Herring. I mentioned a few minutes ago, Ricky, that he has had a huge game on defense tonight, and he keeps adding to his resume. Boaz sets up 1st and 10 at about the 15.
Yeah.
5:31 to play. And if you get some points here, you got to get points.
You need a touchdown here. You want to make it a 2-score game.
And R.J. Boucher has checked into the game, Ricky, at tailback. And they will leave it with R.J. running to the left. He's to the 15. He is powering his way. He's into the 10-yard line where they drive him out of bounds. That's going to be a gain of about 5 yards, I believe. Up to the 10. And R.J. has got to have fresh legs, Ricky. He hasn't played in a whole quarter. He hasn't played since midway through the 3rd.
And really, this is his first offensive action of the second half.
Yeah, he has not been in on offense at all. 2nd and 5 for Boaz at the 10. Last second audibles from the sideline for Bryant Connor. I formation. Connor will again leave it with R.J. running to the left. Found some room. He's inside to the 6-yard line.
Probably a yard short.
A hole opened up on the left side that time, and he split through it. And Guntersville getting some reinforcements in from the sideline. It is 3rd and about a yard and a half, Ricky, midway between the 11 and 12-yard lines. So Boaz still with some work to do here for the 1st down. Under 5 minutes, the clock on the move here. Boaz content to let it run. Here's Connor on the 3rd and a yard and a half. Jeremy Hill's in motion. He'll leave it off the right side to RJ. Buries it inside. Inside the 5 he goes. It'll be first and goal to go Boaz at the 4. They will put the chains to the sideline.
The ball's right at the 5-yard line, Patrick.
So he just did get it.
Got it by a yard.
Stevens and Phillips check in at Anthony Phillips. And Anthony will be the split receiver to the left. Clock moving, 4:21, 4:20, 4:19. First and goal to go for the Pirates at the 5. Everybody on this side on their feet. Here's a give to RJ, running left, looking for room to the 5. He's got room.
Touchdown!
He is down at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
It'll be second and goal. At the 1. Clock moves under 4 minutes. A touchdown here would be humongous.
Well, and if you're Guntersville, you just about got to strip the ball. You got to go for the ball and create a turnover.
Second and goal from the 1. RJ dotting the I tail. Connor. 5 seconds on the play clock. Bryant will leave it with RJ. This time they got him wrapped up from behind, and dropping him was Thomas Rawlings. That was a good play by Rawlings, Ricky, who sliced through there and was able to drop RJ, I think, for a yard loss. Back to the 2. So it'll be third and goal from the 2. 2.5 maybe. Clock approaching the 3-minute mark. Guntersville fans trying to exhort their team. Third and goal. Here's motion by Stevens. Bryant leaves it with RJ going to the right, looking for the end zone. Falls forward, and it is going to be just short. 4th down. And Coach Knowles has a decision to make here, Ricky. Do you go for the 3 points, or do you try to punch it in on 4th and goal from the 1?
Well, all of the while you're making this decision, the clock continues to run, so it's your friend right now.
They are going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Everybody knows what's coming. Guntersville knows what's coming. Bryant shouting instructions. There's the snap. They'll leave it with RJ running in.
Touchdown!
He's in! Touchdown! Boaz! They sound the cannon, and the Pirates take a 13-3 lead. And Robbie Spruill in to attempt the all-important extra point. The extra point is very important here, Ricky. Boaz with a 10-point lead. There's the snap. The kick is away. The kick is good. It is 14-3 in favor of the Boaz Pirates. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to play. This is the Boaz Network.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
We welcome you back to an elated Boaz side of Corley Stadium as the Boaz Pirates, after a blocked punt by Blake Herring, got the ball at the 15-yard line.
And Boaz still, I mean, even with the 7 plays and 16-yard drive, they ran off about 3 minutes off the clock. So Guntersville, you think, is going to have to put it in the air.
2:09 left to play. And the Pirates with an 11-point lead. Robbie Spruill to kick. Gunther, Diamond, and Brown deep. Last-minute instruction for Robbie Spruill from the sideline.
Reckon it's going to be a squib.
We'll see what happens here. Here's Robbie. It's going to be a short kick that's going to come down all the way into the near sideline, and they're going to toss it back to Trevor. Trevor Diamond to the 30, running to the left, 35-40, and they trip him up. I believe it was Luke Walker who got his mid in there and made a good tackle on Diamond.
Guntersville's got decent field position at 42, but the thing about it, he was able to corral Diamond, you know, when he only got maybe 17 yards, something like that. Guntersville, as we said, just about got to put it in the air now.
2:03 left in this one. The Wildcats 1st and 10 at their own 42. And the Boaz Pirates need to keep the aggressive defense going. 4 wide receivers. Chaz Rogers in the shotgun. He retreats. He is going to look to throw. He shoots a pass that is caught. No, now it's incomplete. Dropped by Bridges after he was pushed.
Bridges had it, but he took a hit and dropped it as he fell to the ground.
That was a most dangerous pass, Ricky, by Rogers, because there were a lot of Boaz jerseys in the area. But he was able to thread the needle. And let's understand something here. Chaz Rogers, he's a war veteran. He's been through these kinds of games before, and he was cool as a cucumber back there.
Well, he's not having a great game. He's only 7 out of 21. But he has the capability of bringing them back.
2nd and 10. Rogers takes a deep snap. He'll fake to Trevor Diamond. Now he'll throw it to him over here, and he has it at midfield, and he'll be taken down by Anthony Phillips at about the 45, and that'll be a first down. Now they'll mark him up at the 44-yard line. That was the play they ran in the first half.
The wheel route out of the backfield. And really nobody got him that time.
Phillips just happened to be over there and made the play, and it's fortunate that he did. 1st and 10. Clock moving, and a spike by Rogers. 1:42, the clock stops. It'll be 2nd and 10. Boaz 14-3.
Basically what Guntersville doing in that situation, they're giving away a down to save the clock, thinking that they've got the, Rogers, is really not going to need all 4 plays to pick up a first down.
2nd down and 10. Bridges and Diamond to the left. Thompson and Brown to the right. Gunther's in the backfield to block. Here is Chaz. He's just going to throw it up for grabs, step for step. Parker Adams was running with Thompson, and he had good coverage downfield as they were battling, and the ball fell incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage that time. As you said, Rogers just basically took the throw, took 2 or 3 steps back, and it was just a takeoff down the sideline and put it up there, but good coverage.
Boaz has RJ and Hill and Walker and Anthony Phillips and Parker Adams all in the secondary with a nickel package in there.
Know where Diamond is at. He's split out on the left side, I believe.
Yeah, he's in the slot. Here's Rogers looking to throw. Pass is going to be caught by Michael Brown, and a good tackle made by Adams over here in the flat.
I believe it's going to be a first down or close to it.
Yeah, I think they will give him first down yardage up to the 33.
But a good job of Parker Adams to come up.
Ball just shy of the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, the Wildcats with 1:27 to play, and they trail 14-3 to the Boaz Pirates.
Now let's see if Guntersville will spike it again like they have. Looks like Rogers is actually calling a play.
Yeah, he's in the shotgun.
He's not under center, so you're right.
Deep snap taken. He wants to roll to his left. He is looking to throw. He is throwing incomplete. He was trying to get it, I think, to Bridges, but he overthrew everyone, and he was getting a lot of pressure from the linebacker, Ryan Gaskin. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
Remember this, Guntersville's down 2 scores. They've got to have at least a field goal and touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie it. I mean, I'm sure they're thinking 2 touchdowns, but you know, you've got to get one before you can think about the other.
Diamond in motion on 2nd and 10. Here's Chaz. He will
like
roll
Diamond
right.
Turned up early.
And he gets a good block from behind. He is going to throw a pass in the end zone. Double coverage.
No
they
good.
go up, and it's incomplete.
Good coverage down there.
Boucher and Parker Adams converging on Trevor Diamond, and it was excellent coverage by Boaz.
It was. And it looked like Trevor Diamond turned up a little early. He was in motion, and they didn't get the call. Yeah, Coach Knowles was talking about that, and he's not going to get any satisfaction. But 3rd and 10, so your Guntersville, you just about got to think about trying to pick up the 1st down here.
1:10 remaining.
That was a shot at the end zone. Of course, I really don't think he had any other options open.
Yeah, he had stretched it all the way to the sideline over here. 3rd and 10, 1:10 left. 14-3 Boaz. Here is Chaz looking to throw. That ball is going to be caught across the middle by Tucker Bridges and hit hard by Hill and Flores. They get it at 1st down, though, up to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 20. Clock will be put in motion when they get the change set, and Rogers under center will spike it. He will stop the clock with 1 minute left. And give credit to the Wildcats. They've gotten it down the field in a hurry, Ricky. And a timeout going to be taken by Boaz to try and regroup just a little bit.
Yeah, you don't need to save the timeouts for offense if you're Boaz, so take a breather. Make sure you've got what you need in there.
1 minute left. It's 14-3 Pirates. This is the Boaz Network. Ricky, we haven't mentioned that not only is this game for positioning in the region, but this is also the game that could win Boaz the county championship.
Yeah, I mean, Boaz does not have any more county games. They've beaten Arab, Douglas, and Albertville. So basically, in a sense, I don't know if that's as big now as it used to be, but it is big in the players' eyes, and it'll wrap up the county.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats from the Boaz 20. Chaz retreating. He is looking to throw. Pump fakes in the end zone, up for it. Incomplete. No. Trying to get it, I think, to I think that was number 32 he was throwing to down there, Michael Havis.
And somebody, I believe it was Chase Williams, had pressure on him.
18, check me on that. Ray Thompson was the man, and I was going to say Havis is a linebacker. I don't know why he would be in there this late on as a receiver. But they were on the far side, deep in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, it looked for a split second like Anthony Phillips had position intercepted. But he did a good job of going up and disrupting the catch for the Guntersville receiver.
53 seconds.
Timeout again.
And timeout called by the Wildcats.
Exactly.
And I'm not so sure that that's the position they wanted to use their timeout.
No, you don't want to use your timeout with the clock stopped.
Nonetheless, they took it. 53 seconds left, 14-3. The Pirates lead it. This is the Boaz Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
We know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Heading to work? Headed to play. Taking the grandkids to the beach.
Every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application to the approval or to the payments.
We're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
We never set out to be J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo. We set out to be Citizens Bank and Trust and to serve the community as a community bank, and we're content with that.
As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, and we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Lots of people starting to head for the exits here on the Boaz side, but let me say, Ricky, this one is not over yet. Boaz leads at 14-3 with 53 seconds left, but with all the weapons that the Wildcats have, you know, it's never a done deal until the final buzzer.
No, it's not a done deal, and if you're Boaz, you're glad that you've got a two-scorer lead right now.
Absolutely. That blocked punt earlier
was
huge.
That was huge to be able to convert it.
3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Rogers looking to throw. He'll pump fake. He wants to go. Now he's in trouble. He runs out of it. He's got some room to the 10, and they run him out of bounds inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. He pump faked like he was trying to throw the out.
Well, I thought he pump faked to Bridges, and then Bridges went off, but he done a good job of keeping it, and I believe we're going to say it's at about the 6-yard line.
46 seconds.
So a big 14-yard run that time for Rogers.
And it is 1st and goal for the Wildcats here. He got out of bounds, so that stopped the clock. Bunch formation to the right. And Rogers looks to be checking off at the line of scrimmage. Takes the shotgun snap. He'll look to throw for Bridges. Touchdown. It is caught. Touchdown. Just a little out. Down and out, Ricky, and they've run that play a few times tonight, and Bridges was just inside the plane of the goal line, and they punch it in. Now, you got to go for 2 here.
Well, yeah, you got to.
Because you're down 5, the Wildcats have got to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. They call timeout to talk it over.
Well, I think what Troy said, they originally sent the kicking team out, and I guess they realized they've got to go for 2 here to leave it, if nothing else, put themselves in position. So this is big for Boaz because if you can keep them out, then if Guntersville does get the onside kick, they've got to score a touchdown.
So, every team, Ricky, has an arsenal of 2-point tries, and let's see what Guntersville pulls out of its bag of tricks here to try to make this a 3-point game. I know the Boaz cornerbacks, Ricky, Boaz cornerbacks really need to come up on the receivers here. Way too much cushion given to Bridges on that last play.
Yeah, there was.
All right, 2 men in the backfield. Now Diamond becomes a wingback on the left. Here's motion by Brown. Here is a fake. Rogers is running right, looking to throw into the end zone. It's good. Trevor Diamond has it as he swept across right inside the goal line, and it is a 3-point game with 42 seconds left. And we will be having what they call the most exciting play in football, the onside kick.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Guntersville.
Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
I think we have seen one onside kick this season, if I'm not mistaken, and Boaz was able to cover it. But they'll put what they call their hands team out there, receivers and backs.
For Guntersville, that was
Ricky, if you cover the ball here, the game's over, basically.
A 12-play, 57-yard drive for Guntersville. You're right. If you can get the ball, it's over.
The Guntersville kicker will be looking for that big bounce that you get toward the sideline. And I think it's Yaramillo who will be kicking. Number 81. And Boaz doesn't have, they've got 6 men over on the right side, 4 over here on the near side, and they do put Drew Phillips deep just in case they try to kick it over the head of the two lines up front.
But I would be surprised if that does happen.
Guntersville has 3 men to the right of the kicker and 7 men to his left.
If you're Boaz, you don't have to let it go 10 yards, but if you're Guntersville, you remember it's got to go 10 yards.
All right, here we go. Play of the game for Yaramillo, the kicker. And there's the kick. He gets the bounce. And it is covered by Herring. And I think they're going to call offsides, Ricky, on Boaz. There is a flag at the 50-yard line. And they may get the Pirates for offsides here.
Well, it didn't look like anybody moved early, but
I didn't think so either. It looked to me he moved after the kick, but that's legal. There is a flag at midfield. Blake Herring ran right up and grabbed the ball and fell down.
They're talking to the Boaz captain.
And he's my player of the game,
yeah,
Ricky.
They're talking to the Boaz captain. So if it was offsides against Guntersville, yeah, we can touch it. But let's just see what this officiating crew is going to call.
It's a legal procedure against the Wildcats, and it is
declined.
The
Boaz
game
ball
will essentially be over. 41 seconds left. Pirates lead it 14-11.
Boaz is going to have the ball at the Guntersville 47. 2 snaps, because I think Guntersville, it's got 1 timeout?
If that. Boaz in victory formation, Ricky. Bryant Connor will drop to a knee. Fumbled the football, and I believe he got on it.
Wow.
He did. He fell right on it. Don't want that to happen again. Boaz fans, Ricky, are piled up at this gate down here in front of us, ready to rush out onto the field. There is a 2-second differential between the clocks, and evidently Guntersville cannot stop it.
Yeah, they are out of timeout. What a big win for the Boaz Pirates.
Looks like Coach Knowles is going to get a shower, and he does.
And I think Nikki Dixon got one too. Another
fumble on the play. Boaz got on it. That'll do it. 2 seconds, 1 second. Game over. You hear the cannon.
See ya.
Boaz 14, Guntersville 11. I can't tell you how many people, Ricky, asked me yesterday and today, and maybe even the day before, how I felt about the game tonight.
Yeah, myself also.
And I really believed that Boaz was going to win this game. I was told earlier in the week that we had a great plan, and I tell you what, you got to give credit to these players and coaches for the Pirates defeating the Guntersville Wildcats. A lot can be said for what happened early in the game, but Boaz deserved to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the breaks fell Boaz's way. You had the block punt, and that was, that turned out to be big. They got points off of that, which as we said, turned out to be big on that. And just a great game, and it, as we said before the game, you didn't have to win this one to keep playoff hopes alive, but, I'd take my chances on doing that.
Well, the big game of the year, I said in the open that the games, the 2 games tonight and tomorrow night are the 2, this next week will be the biggest game of the year.
It is. It's going to be the biggest game of the year.
Because if the Pirates win that game, they're in the Class 4A playoffs. If they lose, they're out.
Right.
It's as simple as that. Unless Cherokee County happened to lose tonight, and we didn't expect that to happen playing Jacksonville. So a big win for the Boaz Pirates as they take this one 14-11. Handshakes, hugs, glad handing all around out at midfield as the Pirate fans are saluting their players and the coaches.
And Patrick, is this not our 3rd straight homecoming win this season?
And I'll tell you this as well, Ricky. Coach Knowles becomes the first coach in Boaz High School history to defeat Guntersville 4 times in his career.
It's a big
So,
thing.
Good milestone for Coach Knowles and the rest of the assistant coaches. Next week, we'll be in Center, Alabama for Cherokee County, and the Boaz Pirates playoff berth will be on the line as the Pirates will try to regroup and see if they can win their 4th game in a row. They go to 6-2 on the season, and that's going to do it from here at Corley Stadium. For our producer, Roger Watkins, and our spotters, Joe Maples and Troy Rogers.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373. Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
Hello, this is Maury Yancey, President of the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce staff, board, and membership proudly cheer the Wildcats on to victory. When you shop local, you are supporting the future of our young people. The Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce, cheering on the Wildcats.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
For over 50 years, the team of former Wildcats and lawyers at Beard and Beard have been proud supporters of the sports and academics of the Guntersville City Schools. We wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage fans to support their teams.
The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated. Lake Guntersville Pool and Spas is your home for custom pool design and construction, along with service, sales, and repair. They're also your authorized dealer for bullfrog spas and swim spas. For your new construction or redesign of your existing personalized outdoor space, visit our large showroom, located at the top of the mountain in Guntersville. Call Lake Guntersville Pool and Spas at 256-582-4050.